all tech outlets, all data. Tables, lines, and bars on my plate. Yeah, we're charting the stars, let's all data.
It's a state of visualization where we can all create an alpha, beta, omega, even zeta.
Let's all data.
Mary Mango,
Data.
Fox and Whisker,
Data.
Steam and Leaf,
Data.
Foxpot,
Data.
Sankey,
Data.
Scatter,
Data.
Get.
Data. Let's all data.
Hello, and welcome to Tableau Conference 2021. I'm Mark Nelson, President and CEO of Tableau. Thank you for joining me today, direct from Tableau headquarters. Tableau Conference is my favorite event of the year, and we're so excited to be bringing it to you all around the world, right here from our hometown in Seattle. We have a fantastic event lined up for you this week. We're bringing you 3 days of incredible customers, ideas, and innovation. I want to give a big thank you to our diamond sponsors, Snowflake, Interworks, and Slalom, and all of our other sponsors who are helping to make this event possible. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an engineer by education, a developer by experience, and a data person at heart. I was a user of Tableau and a data practitioner long before I joined 3.5 years ago to lead our product and development organization. This is our 13th Tableau Conference. 13 years ago, Tableau was a scrappy little startup with a vision of helping people tap into the power of data. It's amazing to see how that vision literally changed the world. Data used to be a tool for only a small number of specially trained people. Now data is for everyone. Now anyone can experience the joy of exploring data, the thrill of discovering that first answer, and then asking the next question, and the next one, and the next one, until you've uncovered the root of a problem or the kernel of an opportunity. This switch of working with data being the job of the few to a skill for everyone redefined how the world thinks about analytics. While Tableau focused on helping people see and understand data, all of you turned our mission into a movement. In fact, not only does data analysis now routinely rank at the top of the most in-demand job lists, but Tech Republic recently reported that job postings looking for people skilled in Tableau, not analytics as a whole, Tableau, increased by nearly 20% in the second quarter of 2021 alone. On our way to this point, the community that you created around this fresh approach to analytics also changed the world. Every executive I talk to, every industry analyst who writes about Tableau, our new family here at Salesforce, they all recognize how special this community is. The scope of this community has reached a level no one could have imagined back when it all began. Since the start of 2020, more than 160,000 people have attended a Tableau user group. Tableau Public, our free online data platform, now features more than 4.5 million visits, with more than 4.5 billion, that's billion with a B, total views. And Tableau Academic, our program to provide students and educators with free analytics licenses and advanced data education, is on track to have 2 million participants by the end of the year. Be proud of what you helped create. Your energy, enthusiasm, and pure excellence have created a community that is truly awe-inspiring. I've never seen a group of people so willing to help, to share, to generously give of your time and expertise. We planted a seed, and you all made it bloom. So thank you, all of you. This momentum that we've created together, it's changing how organizations think about and work with data. This became crystal clear during the events of the past 18 months, when organizations were relying on Tableau to manage their businesses through massive disruption. Japan Airlines, Austrian Airlines, Dubai airports, and more are using Tableau to help manage expenses and monitor the market, informing key decisions regarding staffing and facilities. Many other organizations are reducing costs and improving service, like DTDC, India's preferred express parcel service provider. They relied on Tableau to get back to pre-pandemic profit levels in just 9 months. And for others, the goal is identifying COVID outbreaks and stopping the spread. From Thailand's Department for Disease Control to more than 70 state, provincial, and city governments in North America. Around the world, Tableau is an essential tool for people fighting COVID every day. Not only does data help organizations deal with disruption, it helps them reimagine what their futures will look like. Take, for example, Jaguar Land Rover, one of the most respected automobile brands with a long history of success. I've known their head of analytics for years, and he and his team have done an amazing job of expanding the use of data across the entire enterprise. We visited their headquarters recently to learn more about what they've been able to accomplish after they focused on enabling analytics across the entire organization.
When it comes to thinking about how we define what data is for JLR, I start with what JLR is for. We're a company that is going to lead the world on modern luxury. Luxury today means trust. Your customers need to trust you, and it means understanding. You've got a deep understanding of what their needs are, and you can deliver on them. And both of those words, trust and understanding, are fundamentally underpinned by data.
The Tableau tool has allowed us to tap into many data pots that previously were hidden. We're in the middle of a supply chain crisis, of course, and the Tableau tools allow us to understand what are the next risks. How do we optimize the chips we do get? One thing that really struck me is how quickly you are able to connect data and pieces of knowledge that previously the human brain couldn't integrate. You can track down all the way to a single vehicle in a single market, in a single option code. And once you've been able to prove that in a small example or big example, suddenly everybody goes, oh, I now understand, because I now realize that I can make those data silos visible without a major IT project. I can just put Tableau over the top.
Tableau's had a huge impact on JLR. It's been the end user interface for most of the analytics projects over the last 4 or 5 years, but recently it's really becoming a tool that everybody wants to get their hands on. It's used in every single function across the organisation, and we've recently tripled in our number of creators. So we've now got over 1,300 people actively creating content themselves.
So we often talk about data culture, and actually the way I transfer this message to the teams is replace the word data with the word knowledge. When you talk about data, you actually talk about knowledge and wanting to know stuff. So data culture is really a knowledge culture. And once you've got the team to that level, the discussion is really easy.
But the broader and the cheekier line I give about the value of data, it's the existential. It's the existence of your business. If you don't become a data-driven business, I don't think you'll be here in 20 years' time. So the long-term value is existence.
If you're not data-driven, you will not be around in 20 years. That is really powerful. There's no better endorsement for the need for data than that. The amazing thing to me is that even with all these accomplishments, there is so much more yet to be done. Research we recently did with IDC shows that nearly all CEOs want their organizations to be data-driven. Not a big surprise, right? But other research shows that fewer than 30% of company leaders think they've actually hit that mark. That is a huge delta and an incredible opportunity. This massive demand for data success has created an economy, a Tableau economy, to meet the need. This Tableau economy is built on 3 critical pillars. The first is this more than 1 million person strong community. The next is our more than 1,200 amazing partners. And third, at the foundation, is our Tableau platform, the technology that helps power all that you want to do. With any economy, you invest to help it grow. And I want to make it clear that we're investing in all 3 of these areas to grow the Tableau economy. For community, we're continuing to support the networking, sharing, and learning that is essential to making the community experience valuable. We're expanding opportunities for more like-minded leaders to share how to build data-driven organizations with our Data Leadership Collaborative. And we continue to enhance Tableau Public to provide a place where the community to share their data skills. For our partners, we're investing in our newly revamped Tableau Partner Network, spanning reseller, services, and technology companies to deliver even more value by making it easier for our customers to find and deploy trusted vendor integrations and solutions. And of course, our platform. Most of all, we will be investing in our technology and new ways of making it easier for anyone to build solutions on top of Tableau. In just a few minutes, our Chief Product Officer will join me to share more details on what this looks like, along with an exciting slate of demos. The supply of data power created by the Tableau economy has whetted an appetite, and now people are hungry to achieve data success. Some want to build from scratch. Others want pre-made pieces to build with. Still others want an end-to-end solution made for them. The skills and solutions that our community, partners, and platform supply are the way to feed that hunger. Together, we can make data everyone's favorite meal. As we know, success in using data is much more than just using technology. It's also about the human part of the equation. It's about getting everyone using data. You have to ensure that people have the data literacy and skills to comfortably work with data, that everyone has access to the data they need, and the expectation that decisions will be data-driven. When everyone is working with data, they get to great outcomes together. Building and maintaining a data culture is a strategic investment in your data transformation. And it's absolutely critical if you hope to use data to remain agile and get to the outcomes you really need. We are lucky enough to have an incredible team nurturing a successful data culture right here in our backyard. The Seattle Seahawks are one of the top teams in American football. And while most appreciate their success on the field, off it, they are a world leader in customer experience. The Seahawks cherish the relationship they have with their fan base, and they work relentlessly to deliver the best possible experience to anyone visiting Seattle's beautiful Lumen Field. Data has become a key asset for helping the brand ensure they deliver the kinds of experiences that keep ticket holders cheering. I took a trip to meet Amy Spranger, the Chief Revenue Officer of the Seahawks, on their home field and hear more. Amy, thank you so much for having us here at the home of the Seahawks to talk to us about data.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So what's it like here on game day? What's it like to provide that fan experience?
When the team runs out onto that field in pregame introductions, I still get goosebumps, like the hair raises on my arms, and this building is just absolutely electric. To know that you're a part of that and to feel that sense of community among our fans, that's really palpable.
Having experienced it a few times, it is amazing. So what does that got to do with data? How do the Seahawks think about data, and how does data help with that fan experience?
We're the Seahawks. We're a football team, right? People expect us to be winning on the field. We're also a very incredible business organization, and we want to be winning on the business side. It starts with a conversation of what we want to measure and manage. And what winning means for us is to be a data-driven culture, to really look at everything, to be able to peel it apart, dig into where we could be better, and visually see it. And that's where Tableau has been so critical for us.
So how do you establish that data culture? How do you really get everyone to answer questions with data?
Our data journey started in terms of uncovering and identifying where our opportunities could be. To drive that culture, I start all of my meetings with my team with our dashboards, our main revenue dashboard. I pull it up, I highlight success, I can drill down into individual performance, and it's really rewarding to be recognized in that way. Our president loves to say, and really has a core philosophy, that we can measure anything and everything, and that we should, and that what isn't measured isn't managed.
Right.
And it only works if our whole organization is bought into it.
Yeah, having executives walk that walk is super, super important.
Our president loves to pull up dashboards on his phone as well. And he'll walk by people's desks and be like, hey, I saw that, you hit 98%. That's a great job. Tell me about that. So just to be able to have that connectivity, it was really important for us over the pandemic. When we switched from out of office into a remote environment, the ability to be able to look at these dashboards in a real-time way and how accessible it was across our entire team kept us communicating at a high level.
Do you have some examples about how that data-driven really helps you be agile and make decisions?
Yes. The NFL has a Voice of the Fan survey. So they survey our fans after every game. And the survey can measure a number of different things, whether that's speed of entry, food and beverage, audio, whether they like the music we played. Audio is actually one thing through our surveys. We heard from our fans consistently that some fans couldn't hear our audio. But until we used a heat map through Tableau and filtered all of our survey data in by ticket location of the responder, we didn't know where this problem occurred. As soon as we did that, our heat map lit up in the four corners of Lumen Field red. Red is not good. You don't want red, you want green. Green was everywhere else. But through that, we were able to make a very educated decision of where our investment needed to be made to drive our fan experience. And that happened directly through our Tableau heat map. It was incredible.
That's awesome. Love to hear about actionable analysis and answers.
Yeah, we wanted a product that could do that, a tool that could really help us see data in a visual way, see our opportunities, see where our strengths were, and see how we could get better. Not unlike what Pete Carroll does with our team in Tell the Truth Monday. We needed Tell the Truth for our business side of our organization. Where were we? Where can we innovate? How can we be better? And that's what Tableau does through us, a very visual way to equalize data on every level for every person in the organization in a visual, easy to manage, and even better, able to take actionable insights against that data to help us be better.
So I know here you love to talk about the fans as the 12th player. Is data your 13th player?
Data is absolutely most certainly a 12. And in fact, Tableau is helping us not only succeed as an organization, but helping us be better on the field for our fans. So you are definitely a 12. Data and Tableau are the 12.
That is so great. Thank you so much for having us here, and we're so glad we can help you. I can't wait to put this on. It was awesome to see how data has helped the Seahawks score with their fans. It's exciting to have Tableau be an important player in the Seahawks' success. Examples like these demonstrate the huge impact of analytics. You hear us talk about the power of data. Well, there is no power without responsibility. We have to remember that at its heart, understanding data is all about people. Equity and inclusion are such important aspects to consider when wielding the power of data. Our Tableau Foundation team has partnered with the world-renowned research organization, the Urban Institute, to provide guidance around this topic for analysts and other data users. This resource, called the Do No Harm Guide, is aimed at helping you develop a healthy, ethical data culture. I was lucky enough to chat with Sheena Ashley, Senior Vice President of the Urban Institute, to talk about why we need this guidance in today's world. Sheena, thanks so much for joining me here today.
Thank you, Mark. It is so nice to be here with you.
Most people in our audience aren't working on racial equality in their data analysis. They're probably thinking, I'm working with sales data, I'm working with HR data. Why does the Do No Harm Guide matter to me? What would you tell those people?
Oh, that's a great question. And I really believe the Do No Harm Guide applies to everyone who wants to be more inclusive in their exploration of data. We never put the Do No Harm Guide out there as a way of getting individuals to follow certain practices, but we did want them to examine and to have a new lens of inquiry in the work that makes them take a step back and question what are all these things that we took for granted or as the norm. We could actually do things differently, and we have an opportunity to do that. So if it is marketing data, HR data, it is still an opportunity for us to think about how we are practicing empathy and how we are representing the people behind those data points.
It's a great answer. Remembering that there's always people behind the data is so important. What are some of the examples of the kind of harm even a well-intentioned analyst can make?
One of the biggest harms, which we really saw during COVID-19 and the recovery as we're continuing to see it, is erasure of individuals in the data and rendering people and their experiences invisible. We saw this a lot with Native Hawaiians and Pacific Islanders in data because they are aggregated into a category of Asian. So much about their experience during the recovery was hidden, and that had real consequences for individuals and families in those communities because it missed opportunities for specialized services for them and for targeted resources to them. And so one of the biggest harms that we have by not representing people, by not disaggregating as much as possible, is that we are not informed as people who are making decisions with the data. One of the other harms that I think is really a problem that comes when we are doing this as well is we make our charts and our visuals so complicated that they become inaccessible to so many people in a broader audience. It really takes them outside of the process for which they should be informed as well to contribute to the discussion.
Yeah. We definitely want to avoid that kind of inadvertent missing context. So if you could just suggest a few steps for people on if they want to get started working with sensitive and racial data, what would you recommend they go look at?
So as a first step, I always start with people first language. And this is really important. We can talk about and label things as Black people. It's not Blacks, right? And so many times when I'm reading a chart, they just throw in the label Blacks. We could use Black people so that people can see, again, the individuals who are behind the data. Then there's also the question of ordering our data. One of the things that I've always learned, the default mode for the way in which we order groups of different races in our data, we usually go whites, Black, Hispanic, and Asian. And that's because of sample size. And it's really convenient. There's no reason the largest sample size has to go first. And so that's one very small step that you could take in that. The other thing that I would definitely say to do, disaggregate, disaggregate, disaggregate. Always push the data as far as it could go. How far can we disaggregate and how close to the lowest geography possible while preserving privacy? And because of the robustness of what we're trying to present, we need a category of other. But how about naming what's in that other? How about saying that this is a category that includes American Indian and people of two or more races, just so that we are making visible what we had to collapse for our own models into a particular category. And so I think those are things that people can do right now that are easy steps to start being able to treat race and ethnicity data in ways in which honors the people behind it and shows a little bit of empathy. And I'm so happy to also say that you could look to different models. I think the Tableau Foundation's Racial Equity Data Hub, I like the fact that they are centering charts and visualizations and models where people are using the standards in the Do No Harm Guide. And so if you have questions about how to do this, what does it really look like in practice? We now have data hubs that are centering that experience and demonstrating what those best practices actually look like. So I would encourage individuals to go to some of those resources to see these principles in action.
Those are great tips. Are there any other thoughts that you'd like to leave our listeners with?
I would just suggest that everyone takes a few steps to read the guide and also give us some feedback. There must be more that we can do with this. We started with race and ethnicity, but we love to make sure that we are having empathy toward all groups of individuals. And also just, again, I mentioned privacy, but want to make sure that we reference that as a particular thing that we are looking for. We want to make sure that we are disaggregating and getting all groups represented, but we do not want to do that at the risk of exposing particular individuals or making them more vulnerable in our pursuit to make them visible.
Thank you so much, Sheena. It was great chatting with you today.
Thank you so, Mark. It's my privilege. Thank you.
That conversation was a great reminder to use the power of data responsibly and to help keep people in the center. The Do No Harm Guide is a great resource to help all of us do that. I'm so grateful that we get to work with partners like Sheena and the Urban Institute on issues where we can make a positive impact on society. There are so many stories waiting to be told with data. What started with a simple mission and a grand vision has become a movement. And now all of us together, this Tableau economy, are delivering unbelievable impact. And it's so exciting to realize we are still just getting started. Tableau is committed to continuing to build and innovate on the platform that makes all of this possible. For more on how we're keeping Tableau the broadest and deepest analytics platform in the world, I'm happy to invite our Chief Product Officer to showcase some upcoming innovations. Francois, take it away.
Thanks, Mark. It's great to be here, and I'm thrilled to share some of the exciting innovations coming to the Tableau platform. We've been on a mission to help people see and understand data. This mission drives us every single day to make analytics accessible to anyone, anywhere, with any data. And together, we've had some incredible successes. Over the past year, we've delivered new capabilities to unlock your creativity, answer new questions more easily, and we brought Tableau to the browser, to the cloud, and to Slack, giving you even more power and flexibility to scale analytics across your entire organization. And we've expanded our platform to help you solve data challenges with Tableau Prep and Tableau Catalog. Now, later on this week, during Devs on Stage, you'll see some exciting new capabilities around visualizations, interactivity, data management, and new ways to engage this incredible community. You won't want to miss it. But with all of the successes that we've had, we still haven't reached the full potential of analytics. There are still too many people that aren't getting answers from their data. Too many people that aren't data rock stars yet. And too many organizations that don't have a data culture yet. In order to make analytics truly pervasive, we need to make data dramatically easier to use, more powerful than ever before, and more trusted than ever before. And we need to enable you to get to insights faster. This is the journey that we're on. And the first step on this journey is to make analytics more collaborative and more accessible. Today, we live in an all-digital, work-from-anywhere world. And unfortunately, data and analytics are not integrated into all of the apps that we now use every single day. People have to leave these collaboration tools to go somewhere else to get the insights from their data. And if they have additional questions for the experts, well, they have to yet again go somewhere else. It's frustrating. We think there's a better way. That's why we're making data part of the team, where data feels more like a colleague, where you can ask it questions and it gives you answers directly, and where it will proactively reach out to you when there are problems or opportunities that you should be aware of, and where you can have a conversation and collaborate on your insights and get to answers faster. This is collaborative analytics. Analytics that work the way you work, wherever and whenever you need answers from your data. And with Tableau for Slack, we're bringing the full power of Tableau right where the conversation happens. It's easy, direct, immediate, and powerful. To see some of these new capabilities in action, please welcome Katie Martens. Katie, take it away.
Thanks, Francois. Hi, everyone. Connecting with the team is so important to my day-to-day job, as well as with many of our customers. Have you ever been in Slack talking with a colleague and realized you need data? Well, guess what? I'm extremely excited to share how we're bringing Tableau into Slack. For today's demo, let's pretend I'm Florence, a new fleet manager at a delivery company. I'm responsible for monitoring fuel cost for our vehicle fleet. And I use Slack to collaborate and connect with my team. Oh, it looks like I just got a notification on a change in gas price. Since I'm a fleet manager, an increase in gas price can be really concerning to my bottom line. I'll need to take a look. Introducing Tableau notifications directly in Slack. available in our 21.3 release. Data proactively comes to you. I get notifications for data-driven alerts, as well as things like shared content, and in the future, prep and extract notifications. Next, we'll look at what's coming in a future release. So, it does look like gas prices are increasing in Ohio. I could open this directly in Tableau, but I also have the option for more discovery. I'm pleased to show you Explain Data in Slack, which helps you understand the why behind your data. According to Explain Data, the cost of premium gas in particular has increased. Now, if I want to find data or dashboard, do I need to leave Slack? Not anymore. With Tableau Search in Slack, data is at your fingertips. It's easy. Just search straight from Slack and all your Tableau content is available. Discover insights directly in the flow. Let's go ahead and search for gas prices. This is awesome. I immediately have search results available to me. Here's the data I was looking for. With one click, I can jump directly into Tableau to do further analysis. Let me ask a question. What is the week-over-week difference in premium gas prices in Ohio over the last year? And let's go ahead and look at this as a bar chart. Wow, gas prices in Ohio really do seem volatile. I'll share this with my team and our Slack channel so we can collaborate on this data together. You'll notice as I post this link, Slack automatically provides a richer experience. Now everyone on my team can collaborate on data right in the flow of our work. It looks like Savannah from my team has an idea. She suggests phasing out the vehicles in the fleet that take premium gas. That's an interesting thought. Now I wonder how many of our fleet vehicles actually require premium gas. I don't have to go back to Ask Data in the browser. I can have a conversation with my data directly in Slack. I'm thrilled to show you Ask Data for Slack. Anyone can simply type a question and get visual answers. Let me have a conversation with my data. I wonder how many vehicles in Ohio take premium gas. Looks like about 20%. That's a decent amount. Maybe we should swap out these vehicles when they're due for maintenance. Let me ask another question. How many premium vehicles are likely to need maintenance this month? Because Einstein Discovery is in my data prep flow, and I have a prediction on vehicle maintenance, I can access predictive insights with Ask Data. Let's ask the question. Looks like about 36% of premium vehicles will need maintenance in the coming month. This is actionable information. I'll share this with my team so we can put a plan in place to phase out our premium vehicles when they're due for maintenance. I'm feeling great about managing fuel consumption for the fleet. We were notified of an increase in gas price. We're able to discover more insights with Explain Data and Ask Data, leverage the predictive power of Einstein Discovery, easily search for Tableau content, and share content within a Slack channel. With Slack First Analytics, data becomes a colleague and is integrated into my workflow. Thank you so much for watching how Tableau and Slack can be better together. Back to you, Francois.
Thanks, Katie. I cannot wait till we're able to all talk to our data and get insights directly in Slack. Now, making analytics more collaborative and accessible, that's the first step. To take analytics to the next level, you need AI and advanced analytics to be built everywhere that you work. Because the complexity of the questions you have just keep getting higher and higher. We hear from you that you want to solve more advanced analytics with Tableau. You want to be able to easily add predictions in your analysis to know not just what happened, but what might happen next. You want to be able to analyze different scenarios to understand outcomes with what-if analysis. And you want to be able to classify your data, determine the next best action, and streamline decision-making. The problem is that not everyone has access to AI and advanced analytics. Today, it requires specialized tools with specialized skills and a lot of time and effort to drive success. Well, we believe that everyone should have access to intelligent, actionable insights. That's why we created a whole new class of analytics called business science. Business science brings data science techniques to more people so they can solve more complex business problems, making the people with the business context equipped with more powerful insights than ever before. And as you would expect from Tableau, we can democratize this to put it in the hands of every analyst. And we took the first step earlier this year by introducing Einstein Discovery in Tableau. This brought predictions and recommendations throughout the Tableau platform, in dashboards, in calculations, and in Tableau Prep. Well, today, we're expanding Tableau business science capabilities even further with model building and scenario planning. This will empower more people to discover advanced insights and predictions, build and deploy models, and compare a variety of outcomes and scenarios directly in Tableau. We want to make it so everyone has the right tools at their fingertips, and we're making Tableau the place where you can solve your advanced analytics needs. Now I'm going to kick it over to Richard Tibbetts to show you what's next. Richard, over to you.
Thank you, Francois. Everyone's talking about how artificial intelligence is going to transform business. But in most areas, AI can't solve problems alone. Business science is all about combining domain expertise with AI to help more people make better decisions faster and more easily. How can our decisions be better informed and the outcomes more reliable? Here, I have a dashboard that helps me plan for coffee sales at my hotel coffee shops based on historical data. I'm already seeing that next year, hotel reservations are looking much better than last year. How can I predict how the increase in reservations is going to impact coffee sales? Well, now, with Tableau Model Builder, I can easily add in predictive analytics all without leaving Tableau. In Model Builder, I start by connecting to the same data sources driving my Tableau dashboard. I can review the data to see what historical information is available, and then I can get started building a predictive model. Next, I choose the field I want to predict, in this case, coffee sales. More specifically, maximizing coffee sales. Model Builder automatically scans my data to select the fields that are going to be most useful for my prediction, but I can always apply my own understanding to select what's important. I also know that my colleague Sarah has a lot of experience in planning for cafe procurement. I can easily click Share to bring her into this modeling process. Machine learning works best as a team sport, and with Model Builder, I can bring in domain experts to review and contribute to the process. Next, I click to train the model. Einstein AI is now using automated machine learning to find the best model to predict my coffee sales. In the past, this technology has only been available to data scientists, but now I can do this right here in Tableau. Let's fast forward to the model results. I get a visual display of model performance, including accuracy and top predictors. Because this is all within Tableau, I can share it with my colleagues and get their feedback on the model for maximum trust and transparency. After reviewing the characteristics, we're ready to deploy the model. And because we're still in the Tableau environment, in just a couple of clicks, I can deploy the model using my current project and permission structure. The model is now in production, and I was able to do all of that by myself within Tableau. I already connected it to my original dashboard, now enhanced with predictive insights from the model we just created. I can see all these yellow points where we're likely to have increased coffee sales. Business science helps anyone use accessible machine learning to make predictions right inside Tableau. Now, once we've predicted the future and seen that coffee sales are expected to rise, how can business science help us decide what to do about it? Think about the last planning spreadsheet you used. Clicking on different cells to change values, trying to see what the overall impact would be, figuring out how to model different scenarios and make a decision. It's hard, manual, and error-prone. Remember our coffee shops? Model Builder helped us predict higher sales, and I know I need to prepare for the increase. But how do the decisions I need to make around inventory management ultimately affect profitability or customer satisfaction? I'd really like to be able to compare alternatives and understand expected outcomes. Even better if it was powered by AI. Let me introduce you to some new technology we're working on in Tableau Labs called scenario planning. I already have some scenarios saved that show the impact of manually changing inventory policies. If I click on higher March demand, you see on the right that in this scenario, demand for coffee in March increases to 65,000. That should be great news, but the result is lower customer satisfaction and lower profit. Clicking on lower profit, you can see an AI-generated explanation on the right. This is made possible by a transparent simulation model of the business. But imagine if Tableau could recommend the best changes to optimize the outcome. Well, now it can. I click here to add some scenarios, and I can ask for suggestions. To help the AI suggest scenarios, I identify where I want to start with higher March demand. I choose a target, customer satisfaction, and a goal, 100%. I click Generate, and the AI explores different values for my scenario parameters that can help achieve the goal. If I increase the amount of inventory I keep on hand, then customer satisfaction is improved, but profit is lower. Or I can switch to a faster vendor, and although the cost may be higher, they will deliver the product quicker, allowing me to ensure I have the right stock to get coffee in the hands of each guest. Now customers are extremely happy, and my profit is higher as well. By saving those scenarios back to my plan, I can bring them up for discussion with my colleagues and make the case for changing vendors. And once again, we are doing this all here in Tableau. I can collaborate on these simulations with others and publish the results in dashboards that help drive decisions. This is business science. This is just scratching the surface of all the powerful capabilities to come with Tableau Model Builder and scenario planning. Stay tuned in the coming year for more business science capabilities. Giving it back to you, Francois.
Wow, thanks, Richard. Model building and scenario planning are going to be so powerful, and I can't wait to see what this community does with these new features. But insights are only as good as the data that you have. In order to trust the insights, you need to trust the data too. That's why we've been adding data management capabilities directly in the Tableau platform to help you catalog, prepare, and secure your data. Because let's face it, working with data today, it's still too challenging. It's one of the biggest problems we hear from all of you. How do you find the data you need to answer the questions you have? How do you make sure you know where the data comes from and whether it's trusted? And how can you make combining, reshaping, and cleaning your data something that anyone can do? And on top of that, we have more data coming in faster than ever. It's not a data explosion, it's data chaos. Well, we've been hard at work to help you solve this problem. Starting with Tableau Prep, we've made preparing data easy, visual, and direct. And since we introduced Tableau Prep just over a couple years ago, tens of thousands of people are now using Prep every single month to get data ready for analysis. We then added Prep Conductor to help operationalize flows and ensure that your data can scale at the enterprise level. And now several thousand organizations are scaling data preparation with Prep Conductor. And last year, we introduced Tableau Catalog, enabling you to get a complete picture of all of your data being used across your organization with built-in lineage and impact analysis, solving the last mile of data management, and helping your users understand what your data means and whether it's trusted. This is the foundation for Tableau's data management capabilities. And we're going to extend it even further this coming year with increased security, governance, scale, and flexibility. And to show you all of the latest, here is Purnima Farrar. Purnima, go ahead.
Thank you, Francois. Tableau makes it so easy for anyone to work with their data. Well, now we want to make it easy for anyone to curate and govern data too, because organizations want self-service with governance. They want to balance empowerment with control. We are now taking the next steps to help you centrally manage, govern, and secure all of your data connections. Introducing Virtual Connections. Virtual connections are centrally managed and reusable access points for data. It is the one place to define security policies and define data standards for your users. I can set up access to sales data that is located in Snowflake. And so now, when I connect to the database, I can choose the tables that I want to govern. And that's it. It is that simple. I can also easily define centralized role-level security. Let's set up a data policy to establish regional access for salespeople. This policy can easily validate that the right users have access to the right invoice data. Once I publish this, I have one place to manage access to data, and it is available across Tableau. Now, here is a workbook that uses my virtual connection. It is easy to review the lineage and understand the impact of the data with Tableau Catalog. But notice how all of these descriptions are blank. Adding descriptions is extremely helpful for my users to understand the meaning of my data. In many organizations, this data is managed in enterprise data catalogs such as Collibra, Alation, or Informatica. But I don't want to have to type it all in. Wouldn't it be great if I could leverage that metadata and make it flow into Tableau? Well, now you can. We are introducing the capability to bring external metadata into Tableau so that it fits right into your enterprise data ecosystem. Here, I am bringing in metadata from Alation into Tableau. Now, I can keep my enterprise data catalog in sync with Tableau for all users, all the way from the database right down to the viz on their phone. The final step in my journey today is to start using my data. But there's a quick pit stop: data preparation. With Tableau Prep, preparing data is easy, visual, and interactive. We have been adding new capabilities to Tableau Prep every month, and you've also told us that you want even more flexibility and reusability. Targeted for a future release, Prep extensions will let you extend the power of Tableau Prep with reusable functionality that gives you unlimited possibilities. In this case, I am looking to do sentiment analysis. I see that Prep Extensions has a sentiment analysis tool that is developed by the Tableau user community. I can install this tool, and once I run the flow, I quickly see the positive or negative sentiment. Collaboration doesn't just stop there. The community around Tableau Prep has been growing significantly. Communities such as Workout Wednesday, Prepping Data are driving engaging conversations on how can I make my experience even better. Today, the community copy-pastes flows or exchanges it over email. The more we can collaborate across data enthusiasts, the more powerful our data insights become. That's why we are enabling you to share flows in Tableau Public. You will be able to share flows, best practices, and learn from others. Tableau Public will become the community for Tableau Prep. With all these innovations, Tableau Data Management brings intelligent data governance, preparation, and cataloging together to make it easier to discover, understand, connect, and trust all your data in a repeatable and scalable way. Now, tell us what's next, Francois.
Thank you, Purnima. That was awesome. From virtual connections to centralized role-level security to Prep extensions and Prep in public, that's incredible. I cannot wait to see what you do to bring trusted data to everyone. All of these capabilities are designed to help you scale analytics to anyone with any data. And we want to help you get to insights even faster. Because in order to truly drive a data culture, you need to bring analytics everywhere. In a data-driven organization, every process is a data process. Every app is an analytical app. And every dashboard becomes actionable and enables you to close the loop from data to insight to action. This is the next phase in our journey, helping connect the Tableau community, our data fam, with new opportunities for growth and development, helping to unleash creators and builders so they can build amazing solutions on the Tableau platform, and helping customers discover the solutions they need much more easily. And here to talk a little bit more about what's ahead, please welcome Kate Wright.
Hello, Tableau community. Let's talk about the innovation we are doing to fuel the Tableau economy so you can bring analytics everywhere. As Mark talked about, what we have done together is amazing, and yet there is still so much to do to bring data success to everyone. We want more people to have access to these data-driven opportunities, starting with our talented community. Tableau Public has become a special place for networking, sharing, and learning. Many of you build your careers with Tableau Public. You even use it to show off your portfolios. So we asked ourselves, what if you could more easily advertise your work? Now you can with the Hire Me tag. Let people know that your skills, as seen on Tableau Public, are available for hire. Of course, the community on Tableau Public is only part of the data fam we want to help succeed. Another critical part of the Tableau economy is our partners. Together, we can enable an entire ecosystem of solutions. That's why today I'm announcing our plans for the Tableau Exchange, a place for our community, our partners, and us to discover, share, and trade the assets you need to accelerate success with Tableau. If you've used the Tableau Gallery before, you know you can discover a wide variety of extensions and data connectors. The Tableau Exchange will take that a step further by adding new assets, starting with data sets. Data is at the center of everything we do, but finding, cleaning, and bringing data into Tableau takes precious time. Soon, you will be able to browse and bring data sets like census and weather data from the Tableau Exchange into Tableau seamlessly while you are doing analysis. We also want to help you get to answers faster. That's why we are introducing the Tableau Accelerators, extending the idea we began with dashboard starters. Built by us and our partners, they are designed to leverage best practices from different types of analysis and can help you jump straight into solving your problem. Instead of starting from a blank canvas with Tableau, grab one of the accelerators in the Exchange. For example, if you run a call center, you need to know how to best respond to customer requests while still providing a high level of customer satisfaction. Use our Service Management Accelerator to make the best data-driven decisions. The Tableau Exchange is the place to find what you need to enhance your data and analytics solutions and deploy them even faster. And as a partner, you will soon be able to publish your own solutions into the Tableau Exchange. Now, speaking of building solutions, we are working hard to open our platform to support all of the imaginative solutions that you want to build. We don't know what all those possibilities are, but if you can dream it, we want to enable you to build it. We've been building out the Tableau APIs a ton over the past several years, and you have taken advantage of it. Customers like Cerner are already using Tableau to create analytical applications that improve healthcare outcomes, reduce costs, and manage utilization. And we're going to extend our capabilities even more. We will start by making it easier for developers to connect to Tableau by providing identity and access capabilities for you to use your favorite third-party auth provider to manage your users, rather than managing them with us. You will also soon be able to embed the full magic of Tableau within your apps. Starting with web authoring, soon you can build rich analytical capabilities like viz editing and exploration right into your applications. You will not need to download desktop anymore. You will also not need to manage the infrastructure if you don't want to. These capabilities are also coming to Tableau Online and will be starting soon in pilot. We plan to make more and more of our capabilities available programmatically for you to use as you see fit. Imagine putting a customized Ask data into your own application and programmatically interacting with it, or designing a dedicated experience to monitor your metrics. We know you want to infuse analytics into every application and process in your organization. You want analytics everywhere, and this is how we are going to do it, together. Now, as we create more and more powerful analytics experiences, we want to make sure our platform makes it easier to go from insight to action. Of course, we have actions in Tableau today, like filter actions and URL actions, but we are taking that up a notch. Welcome to the new Tableau Actions. Soon, and already in preview, Tableau Actions will give you one-click execution of any action in any external service by any user. Today, we are building in new actions like kicking off a purchase order, emailing a client, or sharing the dashboard. We are starting with Salesforce Flow, but over time, we will support more workflow engines and more use cases. Let's take a look at an example right now, how I could potentially escalate a support case. As a call center manager, I use this case tracking dashboard to manage all the tickets my team is working on and ensure our customers and our KPIs look healthy. That said, I regularly want to adjust cases right as I am looking at them. So let's use Tableau Actions to do that. I will start by adding a new action to my dashboard. From here, I can browse all of the actions available in my Salesforce org, and I'm going to choose the Escalate case action. Now I'm going to set it up so that on Mark's selection, I will ultimately choose the cases to escalate. And of course, I'm going to have to map the fields appropriately. Now, the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new button that's actually going to take the action. I'm going to call it Escalate. Now that the button is configured, let's see just how easy it is to actually escalate a case. In this example, I know we have a customer who is dissatisfied with us. So while this particular support case is only medium priority, I know it'll really help the customer experience to escalate it and get it rapid attention. I'm going to go ahead and escalate now. Very quickly, that case was moved from a medium priority to an escalated priority in the underlying system. Not only that, but if you heard that little Slack notification, you know that Keisha on my team is now on the case, and she knows she has some work to do. It will soon be easy with our platform to go from looking at information to taking action with the new Tableau Actions. You can see just how thrilled we are about our plans to support and fuel the Tableau economy, and how you can truly bring analytics everywhere, because we are still just getting started. Thank you. Wrap it up, Francois.
Thanks, Kate. These new capabilities will truly bring analytics everywhere. As I said at the start, our mission to help people see and understand data is what drives us. It's centered on all people, from the analyst to the business user, from IT to developers. We're making analytics easier, faster, and more actionable. As you've seen today, we're expanding the breadth and depth of the Tableau platform to help you realize the full potential of your data. We're bringing analytics directly where work happens, in the flow of business. We're expanding the ways to understand your data with business science. And we're making it easier to catalog, prepare, secure, and govern your data so you can accelerate the impact of analytics. And we're going to help you bring analytics everywhere and unleash your creativity. The future couldn't be brighter. Thank you, and have a great Tableau conference.